Okay, in this video we are going to talk about composition of function. Composition, let me go back. Composition of function in modeling, like how we model the composition composite functions. What does composition mean? Composition means composite, like apply it. It means applying one function after another. And the notation for this goes like f composed of g of x. And you're going to rewrite this. If you see something like this, you have to rewrite it like f g of x. And the way I remember this, f goes first, then f goes first, g of x, they multiply like that. If I have another notation is g composed of f of x, then it's gonna go g first, and then we have f of x. So these are the notations for composite functions. For modeling means we have a word problems, and then you have to make up the composite function equation in some cases. So we're gonna have some examples here. First, just a regular example that I want to give it to you guys before we do the word problems. Okay, for example, I have a function. Here is the example. I have a function. I have enough space, right? Okay, I'm gonna go just a little bit down. Now let's try one example. I have f of x function 4/5 x plus 1. Then I have g of x function, which is 3x plus 1. The question is asking find f of g of x. Now you make sure that inside the parentheses you evaluate first. Okay, so I'm gonna plug in, for f goes here, what is g of x? G of x is this function 3x plus 1, so I'm gonna plug it in right there. Then after this I have f function, which is 4/5, and I'm gonna plug in 3x plus 1 and plus 1 in that function, the f. This is acting like an x, so this is how it goes. So I'm gonna solve this. We have f of 3x plus 1 equal, distribute 4 times 3 is 12x over 5 plus 4/5 plus 1. We're gonna leave the 12/5 x like this, and least common denominator is 5. 4 times 1 is 4, and 5, which will give me 9 over 5. So this is my composite function for f g of x, like this. Now let's do the same, pick the same functions, and we will do the g f of x. So if I do g f of x, g function goes here, f of x is 4/5 x plus 1. Now what does this mean? This is acting like an x, and I have to plug in this, substitute this for every x in the g function. So my g function is 3, that one, and x is 4/5 x plus 1, and then I have a plus 1, that one. So again, distribute 12/5 x plus 3 plus 1, which will give me 12/5 x plus 4, and that's what we get for g of f of x. Okay, now we have, let me give you another, let's see the word problems that we have. And another, before I do word problems, I want to mention this, that if you have questions like decomposing the composite function, then the easy way is, for example, I'm going to give you example here. For example, the question says g f of x is given, which is equal x square root 3. And f of x function is given, which is 3 over 2 x squared. The question asks, what is g of x then? So I have a composite function and I have f of x right there. They're asking what is g of x. So they give you different options. For example, they gave me answer A, square root x. They gave me square root 2x. They gave me 3x. And they gave me 3x squared. These are the options, answer options. So the easy way to find out what my g of x is going to be, you just solve this using your g of x function. These are all g of x functions, like the answers. These are the answers equal. This is also g of x answer. This is also g of x answer. These are all answers. So to find out this, how to do the figure it out the g of x, I will just do the composition between this f of x and all the answers, and I'll figure it out how it goes. So for example, I have if the question is similar like this, like a hard f of x and g of x functions or in the answers, but if it's simple, then I'll show you how to do the simple ones. This is something like that. So it means I have a g right there. F of x function is already, I have it. I'm trying to solve this actually to see if I'm getting that. So now plug in the first g function, which is square root x. So I'm square root, and I'm going to plug in for x this 3 2 x squared. Now you have to solve this. You know 3 2 is going to stay 3 2 because this is not a perfect square, but x squared is a perfect square, so this x goes outside. Right? Like x times x means that's a perfect square, x goes outside. So this is what I got, and this is not similar to x square root 3, so this is not my choice. Go to the next one. Next one says 2x. So again, if I have g 3 over 2x squared, and my g function, I'm picking 2x, so I'm going to go 2, and x is 3 2x squared, and I have square root like this one. Then the 2 and 2 cancel out, and I'm left with 3x squared square root. When I simplify this, 3 is a square root, it's going to stay as a square root. X is a perfect square, it's go outside. This is similar exactly like that. So yeah, my answer is that one. So this is how you guys can do that. The simpler, if you have a simple question, like it's not that complicated, then all you have to do, for example, they said do the decomposition for this function. I have 1 over x cubed plus 2 square root. Like this is already composition. So I know this is a x value they are talking about. The g of x function they are already giving me, which is x cubed plus 2. The question is asking what is f of x? Question mark. Then again, look at this. X cubed, this is a simpler one. X cubed plus 2, x cubed plus 2 is right there. So it's just a 1 over extra. This is extra, and the square root, of course. So what could be my f of x that I can plug in that? My f of x is supposed to be square root 1 over x. If you pay attention here, guys, this is x. Like this g is acting as an x. So if I plug in g of x up there in here, then you know it's going to give me 1 over x cubed plus 3. So this is my f of x function, like an easy way. And again, if it doesn't make sense, then again, go back to the answers and try each answer as a composition. Okay, we also have to work on commutative composite function. The composite function can be composite function is commutative only if the functions like g f of x, the composite function, is equal to f of g of x. If both of them are equal each other, then this is commutative, or they have same domain. These are the only two things that you need to understand If you have both of them or one of them, then the function is commutative. Okay, let's go to the word problems. Question number 1 is right there. It says a stone dropped in still water and created circular waves. The radius of each wave that is circular in shape will increase 6 centimeters per second. What would be the circumference of the circle after t seconds? Now, word problems, easy way that I collect information and draw a diagram if I can. A stone drop in water creates circular waves. These are my circular waves. The radius of each wave that is circular in shape will increase. Radius, this is not increase, that's the rate of the radius, that radius is increasing. So R is equal 6 centimeter per second. That's the rate of the radius, okay, rate of the radius. And always rate of the radius is gonna go t, like 6t. Like if you guys remember, we have d equal rt, like a distance. So if I have, instead of d, we're gonna say, okay, that's a rate, because that's the rate of the radius increases, then I'm supposed to have something t. That something is 6t, that's increasing. So that's one equation. What would be the circumference of the circle? Circumference is 2 pi r, we know that. So let's plug in everything. C is equal to pi, and that's 6t, r is 6t, right? Then all you have to do, C equal 6 times 2 is 12, pi in t. Do I have a circumference given? No, and I don't have any other information either to get the circumference. Let's say what would be the circumference of the circle after t. So this is a circumference after t. I don't have any other information. I don't have a t, I don't have a c, so I can't find anything. I'll leave it alone, and that's your answer. Next, Rodolfo sells cars, and each month he gets paid $1,000. So he get paid $1,000, and this is a fixed amount, plus 13 commission on monthly sale. If he sells car above $25,000, calculate his monthly earning. So I'm calculating total monthly earning. That's the amount that he gets paid no matter what. That's his monthly payment, plus 13% commission. But you do understand commission. Always when see percent, change this into a decimal. Always. So I changed it into a decimal. Now the question doesn't tell me really find the earnings. It's just I'm going to give them equation. Other than that, we are okay. We stop. So that's 13. Now 13, and M is the monthly payment, and you subtract the $25,000 that he's getting after if he sell the car above 25,000, and that's what I'm gonna get. So your equation look like this: 25,000 enclosed. You don't need to solve this. In the question they ask you to write the equation, and that's the equation, because I have to have a M, like how much sale he did, which I don't have it, and earning they are asking to find it. So I'm just going to give them equation because I'm missing two variables. If you're missing two variables in the equation, you can't solve. Okay, next. Miftah is purchasing a new fridge and must pay 10% sales tax, and delivery charges are 25, not taxed. Write a function. So again, I'm not solving it, I'm just writing it. Okay, the percent is always going to go 0.10 decimal. Delivery charge is 25, no matter what, that's stays there as it is. 0.10 of what? Anytime you have a percent, like in this question, I had a percent 0.13. You just write in the corner percent of what? Like off means 0.13, off means multiplication. What? You need to figure it out. In this case, my what was this. In this case, what is my what? 0.10 of what? Like 10% of what? 10% of sales tax, right? Must pay. So how much sale we have? We don't know. 0.10 times x. So that's x. But we do understand that I have to add this 1 with it, because they said represent the situation, right? New fridge must pay 10% tax and delivery charges. And how much the tax is not, the delivery charges are not taxed. So to represent the situation, this one is like a 100 out of 100%, like a 10, like a total. So when I add that, it's going to give me 1.10x plus 24. This is a new fridge, 10% delivery charges, and that's how you represent this function f of x. You can say f of x or whatever variable you want. So this is how the percent goes. Percent of what? Remember that. You see percent, then you just ask yourself, percent of what? What is percent of the thing? This one is percent of sales, like 10% of sales. I don't know the sale amount, so I put x there. But I know this is the original amount. That's the sales tax. And then we go 24 charges. This original amount, like it's from 1, like a whole number, like it's 0.10%, and whole is 100, like that. Question number 4. A hot air balloon has a diameter. Balloon, okay, I'm going to make a balloon. This is a balloon. The diameter is 33. And I know the radius, I'm just making up the radius. I mean, I'm just getting the radius. I don't know if I need it or not, but I always does that. I always do that. It's let's see. I need R, 33 divided by 2 is going to give me 16.5. 33 divided by 2 is going to give me 16.5. Then other information that I have is the radius increase at the rate. Again, that's the rate. This is not radius. That's the rate of the radius increasing. So R equal 1.3t. And I already said in the other question that's supposed to be with the t per like time. When inflated, how long does it take? So t I'm missing. When the balloon inflates 2/3 of its maximum value, 2/3 of means multiplication of volume, maximum value. So this is one information. This is everything I need for this question. Now, the volume of the balloon is 4/3 pi r cubed. That's the volume formula. The question is asking find the t. If I plug in that t here, like v equal 4/3 pi, r is 1.3 t cube, right? Now, you do understand that I cannot find this t unless I have the volume. And they are really asking that 2/3 of the volume is given. It means I have to find the volume first, then we multiply with 2/3. That will be our volume of this one. Then we can find t. So let's leave this up here, and I'm going to go here and solve the problem. Just make a line. So volume 4/3 pi r, and since radius is given, so I can apply that radius there, and then we can find the answer. It's 16.5 cube, right? I plugged in everything in the volume formula. I left it here because I need this volume in order for me to get the t. So I stopped there and I started this part of the question. So volume equal 4/3 3.14 for the pi and 16.5 cube. Now when I multiply all of this in the calculator, I got 18,807.03. Now I already said that 2/3 of the volume, so this volume is supposed to be multiplying with 2/3. When I multiply this with 2/3, I got 12,538.02. This is what I got the volume, already the 2/3 of maximum value. Okay, now I'm going to use that, and I can go back up here. I'm going to draw a line that I took this and I plug it in here. So my 12538.02 equal 4/3 pi, and I have 1.3 t cube. So let's solve all of that. Then the one way, when I get this, I multiply 1.3 cube, I multiplied 4/3 3.14, and my answer is 9.198 t cube. And this one stays 12538.02. You divide both sides by 9.198, 9.198, they cancel. And what am I left with? I'm going to write it down here, guys. I don't have enough space. I got t cube equal T cube equals something, which is 136.3.1245. Now I'm going to make it cube root 1363 and use a calculator for this, for the cube root right there. The answer is t equal 11. I rounded up. It's 11.05 something, so I rounded up t equal 11. That's how you're going to solve the question. Just pay attention one more time. What I did, the question is asking, this is all the information given. So diameter, I find the radius myself. This was the rate of the increase, rate of radius increase. That's the time they're asking, 2/3 of the maximum value. Now what I did, I started volume 4/3 pi r cubed. Then for r, I plugged in 1.3 t. But I can't find t unless I have this volume, the 2/3 of the volume. So I just used my formula again up here. I plugged in all the information that I had, like 16.5 radius, and I multiplied 2/3, and this is what I got. Now you go back and plug in that volume, 4/3 pi 1.3 t cube. What I did, how do I get 9.198? I multiplied 4/3, 3.14, and 1.3 cube. Multiplied in the calculator, and I got 9.198 t cube. Then you can find t cube, make it by itself, and get the t 11. Last question, 11. Bat can travel 88 miles per hour. So that's actually the miles, they are 88 miles per hour. Bats come out from a cave in a circular pattern. How long will it take for these bats to cover the area of the circle? 60,000 miles. How long? Time again. So this is miles per hour means that's my rate. So I'm going to do t, and this is rate. I change that. Now this is again the same thing. So what is the area of a circle? Pi r square. Plug in everything. Area is 60,000. Pi 3.14. Radius is 88 t squared. Now I have 3.14 and 88 squared. When you multiply 3.14 and 88 squared, you will get 243, 16.16 t squared, and then you have 60,000. You divide this both sides. Cancel. I am left with t squared equal 2.4675, and then you square root it. Then your t is equal 1.6. I rounded up. It's 1.6. It was 1.57 or something, so I rounded up to 1.6. So this is how you do solve the problems for this. And since this is composition, then if you pay attention, this is one equation and that's the another one, and I'm composing, like I'm plugging in that equation into the second one, and this is how the composition goes. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will try my best to help you out. Thank you.